Johannes. Have you had time to catch your breath? How do you put that one into perspective?
Oh, I think there's two ways to look at it. I think, of course, and that we will do when we meet in again on Thursday, to look at the details. Why can it be a fact that we are 2-0 behind, 2-0 down after 10, 15 minutes, which, you know, is a difficult place to go. So we have to make sure that we are way better than that, that we start way better than that. Other side, pleased with the mentality in the group, pleased with the dominance we showed, especially in first half. Important goal just before halftime, but overall, just the energy and the team spirit in the group, which I think is fantastic. And there's a good energy, and there was a great belief that we could turn things around, that we can actually get 3 points when we spoke in halftime, and I think that's the most important part. We know traveling away from home, it's always difficult, and it's always very, very hard matches, and we have to do everything. And yeah, with these 10 minutes to begin with, it's difficult.
Can you put your finger on it? I know we're just after the game now. I mean, is it just the gruelling nature of the cycle you're in, or why that first 10 or 15 minutes?
You never know. We have to look at it, and we have to look from all the angles without being carried away, because of course you can concede goals in football. That's how it is. So it's not like we have to change our rhythm or preparation or stuff like that. We just have to make sure that it's clear for everyone what to do and how to start a game where I think it's everything from our kickoff to our decisions within the first couple of minutes that are not well enough. So it's not only the goals that we conceded, that there's more into that, and that we have to look at with critical eyes, and then like we always do, make sure that we make it clear for the players how we should handle these the first part of a game.
Does Borja's goal, does that change your tone at half time? You know, what you say to the players, how you react, you feel? Did it make any difference?
I just sat down here, but I think actually the belief and the energy would have been the same in halftime, even though we were 2-0 down. Because what we could see on the pitch was that the guys were communicating, the guys were supporting each other. I want to highlight the situation where we give the ball away and build up Shane to Ante, where Ante just sprints back 50 meters and makes a tackle edge of the box to recover the ball and get the ball back, and that's exactly what we want to see. So I also highlighted that to the boys in halftime, but I don't think actually it was needed for me, because there's a good mentality in the group, and there's a good belief that we could turn things around, that we can get the 3 points. And of course, after Shane's goal in second half, I thought actually we were about to take the 3 points.
I mean, he's played 300 odd league games. I don't know if he's already said, has he ever scored a better goal than that? Because he was involved in the move, and then he, like a striker, arriving in the box to finish.
I don't think he have covered so much ground like he did today in all his 300 matches so far. So.
Some goal.
Yeah, it was, and it was definitely not my plan. So all credit to him, because he had a vital role in terms of keeping the balance, because I think we were too open when we lost the ball. I think we gave away too many silly transitions where it was just 1 or 2 passes for them, and then they could create a chance. So I actually told them to stay protective and make sure that we were not too open, but he saw something different. So praise to him.
Yeah, he's not listening to you there, has he?
Oh no, he never listens.
But having said that, I mean, you know the character, you know the belief you've got in this group, but they've shown it again today against the team who, I think they were 1 defeat in 7. They've not lost here since the start of the season. Very, very tough place to come. And you're 2-0 down after 12 minutes. Yeah,
and with all that, then of course we have to look at the point that we get today and say, okay, maybe it's fair enough, but still after that second goal we concede, I still had the belief that we could go away from here with 3 points, especially after Borja's goal. I think, okay, we are back in it also because our first half after the 2 goals were good, and we were dominant, and we had good positions, and we created some good opportunities. And then of course second half after the goal from Shane, I really thought that, okay, now it's there for us to take, but then it started to be a little bit too open last 20-25 minutes of second half. So maybe fair enough that it's only 1 point, but I think there was more in it.
Sash, you said yesterday, you need to weigh up who you brought in for Nacho. You went with Emi Marcondes to start. When you made his debut, you said he might take a while to get up to speed, but does that underline the trust you've got in him?
Yeah, and he's definitely not there yet. But we also have to give him the minutes to make sure that he can be there soon for us, because he's an important player, and especially against a team where they man mark so heavy as they do. We need runners, and we need players that are able to run in behind them and run on the backside of their defensive line instead of showing too much in feet. And he's good at doing that. I would have liked us to put him in more situations, but it was it was a difficult match for us, and we had to really to dig deep and make sure that we brought all the quality that we have in the group to make sure that we at least got 1 point.
Just got more if I can. I mean, that's obviously 2 very tough away games in the space of 2 or 3 days. You go back to Norfolk now, you've got Middlesbrough Sunday, unbeaten, two more points on the road. I know you'd have wanted more, but overall it just underlines maybe the rate of progress because you've come into 2 different places where you've not had it all your own way.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's exciting because it's so intensive matches, and you know, it's so much about making sure that you play up to your standards every time, and it requires hard discipline defensively, and it requires hard discipline offensively with a good structure, good movements, good passing game. So definitely, we still have to improve, and we still have to make sure that we don't make these silly mistakes like we did, especially first half, but also a couple of times in second half where we have to be smarter. So that's how the league is, and it's exciting for us and exciting for you and everyone watching. So that's how it is. But we are of course looking forward to Sunday. It's a nice place to play football.
And final one, in terms of watching, you've got 700 odd fans here today. I mean, it's a long way. Tuesday night as well. They'll probably get back to Norwich now early hours as well. Nice as well, having started the game like that you can send them home with a bit more sort of belief that this group and this team.
Yeah, it's fair to say. Let's say that we would have lost this game after the start that we made, then we should have changed the travelling home, so we have went in the bus instead of the fans, that they could take the plane for us.
That would be a big plane.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, but on a serious note, I mean, to get 700 here tonight just underlines, you know, they're buying into what you're trying to do. This
also,
group.
we can hear them, even though we were behind with 2. We could hear them. They were supporting the team, and they were supporting us, and that's, you know, we've talked so much about this. It's always nice and easy to be a fan when you see your team win, but the fact is that the team needs the support when they are losing, and we were losing today, and we had the support, which is, I cannot underline too many times how fantastic it is for us, because we feel it, and we feel it every day, everywhere we go, and what we see and what we hear, and it's just fantastic. So that's why. Can I just fast forward to Sunday and let's get home?
Yeah, good point. Cheers, Johannes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pat.